Good morning, everyone. This is probably going to be a very sobering video, but the last couple of days I've had, seems like I'm changing all the time, and that's because I'm learning and growing. And I try not to look at age because it's only a number, but still in all, I have been on this earth quite a while, and out of everything that I've learned, the last couple of days have been very humbling for me. Now, humbling might be different to all of you than it is to me, but the conversations that I've had as of late and looking around at everything and has brought me to this conclusion today. I this channel started out as me moving into my camper. Excuse me. And trying to live a simple life, trying to survive is what basically we all been trying to do. Not everybody, but for the most part, most of us, all across the world. Well, I'm not going to go into the specifics of how this humbling came about and how I came about to all this conclusion, but I'm going to start way back once I learned that I had a singing ability, and I know I'm not the best singer in the world, but I love to sing, and I learned how to sing, and I learned how to get up and perform in front of people and stuff. And uh, my through all of that, which I love country music, and I love to perform and sing and bring. It brings joy to me, So, but there's so many things that out there in the world that I found that I like to do, and one of the greatest things that I would have liked to have done was become a famous singer and tour and be up on the stage with all the other famous singers and stuff, and so okay, that's a part of my life that never happened. A little bit, a little teeny bit it did. But we all seem to get caught up in not really truly looking at who we really are because, well, let's just face it. The internet, for one thing, the all the stuff that's put out there for us to dig into and look at, but it started way back when they started with women need to look this way or that way, and then they dealt in with a man a little bit. A man should look this way, and he's boxers and different things, but the makeup was the real big thing, and women should be skinny, and women should be this, and women should be that, and of course that makes an impression on people's minds, whether you want to believe it or not, it does. So we're told that men want you to look like this or that or whatever, when in reality that's not the case at all. Now some men uh, fall for all of that too, and then and when they grow up, they think, well, I want my woman to look like the best looking woman in the world, and she's got to have all this makeup on and this and that. And But most men don't. Most men look at you for who they see the beauty in you. I don't understand that because I'm still at the where I'm still at the yeah, I'm supposed to look better than what I look right now, that kind of thing. And now I do have days that I don't have to put makeup on or anything, and I look okay. Yeah, but not like this morning. Man, I feel like I'm one of the ugliest people in the world. Now, I do know that one of the tricks to looking good, well, of course, you got to have your teeth. But bottom line, that's for natural reasons to eat with. But I know that when I'm feeling joyful and I'm laughing and my eyes are sparkling, well, then it doesn't matter whether I have makeup on or stuff because you're seeing the true quality in me. So, but that's kind of like, okay, well, so through the internet, through magazines, through whatever, we're all taught that whatever's in those magazines, whatever's on the internet, has to be gospel truth. And the medical world out there has put labels on people, and when this woman has a bad experience or this man has a bad experience in their life, they go looking for things that, well, I wonder, well, so, and then there's enough propaganda out there that tells you exactly what it is that you're looking for. That, well, this is the reason why you got treated like this. It's because you didn't look good enough, or you didn't pay enough attention, or the person you was dealing with had mental issues and whatnot. And people feed into that because they want answers. We're being told we're not good enough just the way we are. That's what it is. And so and we're taught, we've got, now like me, I've got all kinds of creative things that I can do, and I know how to do, and I guess it comes down to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Think about it. When we decided to start thinking for ourselves and digging up our own knowledge and our own information, it can destroy us instead of going on the Creator. The Creator said, "You are wonderfully made." Excuse me. Creator says you are wonderfully made. The number of your hairs are counted. So why can't we accept that instead of going and searching to find an answer that fits our protocol? Why can't we just be satisfied with who we are and learn to do that? Because from a little child we're taught, and the Bible also does say, train a child in the way which it should go. Let you do with that what you want to do with that. But this humbling experience has been kind of overwhelming to me, and I'm not quite sure I know what to do with it. But we could sit all day long and say, I'd like to do this or I'd like to do that. Well, that's good. That's good. I would love to be up on the stage with Reba McEntire singing a song or two, performing with her. Now, what would that be? Is that a lifestyle? Is that everyday living? No, it's just an experience. There's nothing wrong with having experiences. If at the end of the day we come back down out of that experience and go back to who we were, who we really are, and who are we really, you know? Well, we let society mold us. We let other people mold us instead of coming down and just keeping our life simple. The bottom line, what is our life? I mean, think about it. In the last, I don't know how many years now, that we've been being taught that, and there may be aliens out there. There may well have been a race come from another planet, come down here and molded us and um, made us into who we are now. I don't know. There's no real proof. I haven't seen somebody from another planet come here and tell me, and I actually have never seen the Creator, but I know the Creator lives within me because all this information is coming from someplace. That's all I got to say. So, it's like, what do we do with all that information? I mean, is there anything we can do about it? All we hear, I mean, we hear about the flat Earth and the Antarctica and hell being in the center of the Earth, and um, we're living in a terrarium, and people trying to get off of the planet in rockets to go to another so-called planet. Do we know if any of that's for fact? Not really, because anything that's being told to us is coming from other people, and other people have their own ideas and agendas. So, anyway, what could we do about it? If we're in a terrarium, what can we do about it? We're all down here with our little lives. Some have higher lives, and I suppose um, if we worked hard enough and pushed hard enough, we could be up there like with Elon Musk. But maybe not, because Elon Musk has got a very high IQ and very intelligent, very smart, as is President Trump, as Bill Gates, which is uh, doing what he's doing. So is there anything any of us down here in our little environment can do anything about it? No, unless we work damn hard at trying to get enough money to make us millionaires to get up there with all of them so we can help make some changes that will help. But at the end of the day, how many of us are going to do that? How many of us are capable of doing that? So, I look around at my life, and I've got my family. My family loves me very dear, although there's times that, when you overthink stuff and you get yourself in a situation where you're not paying attention to uh, your feelings, your senses, and like I just recently, been trying to teach everybody that we have 24 senses, and we're supposed to. Why do you suppose we have those senses? It's because it's to teach us how to live our lives, how to uh, acknowledge a creature that's going to come upon us, or somebody going to come up behind us and stab us, or self-preservation is basically what the 24 senses are for. Being able to have our intuition tuned good enough that we can look across the field and maybe see somebody or something coming, and we intuitively know whether that's good or bad coming towards us. Animals have that. We're supposed to be an animal, but somewhere along the line, it's been pushed out of us not to learn all that stuff. So hopefully I can get myself attuned to that a lot better and steer my life in a better direction. Now I know a lot of people I've had a lot of people tell me, well, you don't have much time left. We don't know how much time I have left. No, you don't know what time you have left. I might have another 100 years left, for all we know, and maybe the world will get to a point where I get to always stay around. But the point being is, in the meantime, learn what I need to learn uh, to direct me in the right path. So, all right, I'm not a big star. I'm not a great lawyer, although I have the tendencies that I could do that. So, what if I did get to be up on the stage with Reba McEntire and do a tour with her? What if I did get to do that? It's still just an experience. That's not my lifestyle. What is our lifestyle? Well, at the end of the day, we can go up and we can perform on the stage with Reba McEntire. And then at the end of the day, just like she does, she goes home, gets out of her fancy clothes, puts on her comfy jammies or whatever, hangs out on her couch and watches some TV, or goes out in her garden and do a little stuff in the garden. Most of that is just because she makes money with it, she enjoys it, and that's her life. She chose that life a long time ago. Well, a lot of us don't have that opportunity, but at the end of the day, she still does the same thing that we all do. If I had that experience, at the end of the day, I would go home, get in my comfy clothes, and if I had a garden, go out and work in my garden, cook up a big pot of stew, whatever, invite my kids over for dinner. Maybe if I have a mate, spend time with him, or he could come along with me on the experience. Who knows? But again, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, if there are Anunnaki out there, if there are aliens, if we did get up on the stage and perform with another famous person, at the end of the day, what is your life? Well, I've decided that I would like my life to be going home to a nice little comfy home, that I have a garden out in the yard. I have a wonderful man at my side. And it's a nice summer day, and I've got a screen door. I love to hear the sound of a screen door. And I come in, I get myself a big tall glass of iced tea. I got my comfy clothes on, and my man grabs a glass of sweet tea, and we go out and sit under a shade tree or in a swing and with our iced tea and have a nice afternoon of talking about the birds or the ducks or the chickens or what our dogs are doing, or where we're going to invite our family over for Sunday dinner, um, visiting with my children and my grandchildren at Christmas, whatever, that's the bottom line. That's who we are. So I've been very humbled with my last few conversations. Reaching out and loving one another. Just keep it simple. It's all about love. It's all about family. It's all about friendship. And so that's basically where my life is, and yours too. At the end of the day, what can we do about our life, where we're at, and what we're today? Not our experiences, but what is real, what is true. My friend says, keep it simple. That's what I'm going to be working on, keeping it simple. Although once in a while, I'm sorry, I'm going to put some makeup on. Maybe not tons of it like you see a lot of people do, but just a little bit of color to my face, maybe at least twice. I mean, come on. Uh, my eyelashes are almost all gone, just very little. So, but anyway, the whole trick is to stay humble, love one another, be true to one another, be honest with one another. And if you don't like, if your partner has a hat on or uh, whatever, don't. I mean, if you don't like it, but if you like how they look in it, or you don't like how they look in it, don't be afraid to speak up and say, you know what, that hat really makes you look silly or something like. Just it don't have to be serious, but if somebody's doing something that they don't know they're doing, don't be afraid to speak up and say it. Just be simple, just be real, and that's it at the end of the day. Keep it simple, love one another, keep other people's feelings in mind when you're doing this or doing that or not doing this or whatever. And as long as you keep it in mind about other people doesn't crush you and doesn't hurt you to a point that um, it's going to ruin your life, then you got to reevaluate it. Yes, you do. But for the most part, it's all good. So, but that was my humbling experience. But I'm not going to tell you what brought it about. But anyway, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, and a broken spirit will dry up your bones. And if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. But if you believe you can, then move towards what it is that's going to bring overall joy in your life and make it happen. Y'all have a great day.